Synthetic division. Synthetic division is the shorter procedure when a polynomial is divided by again, synthetic division is a shorter procedure when a polynomial is to be divided by a binomial of the form x minus r. So we call it synthetic division. And in this procedure, we write only the coefficients because normally, diba, kung natin polynomials para sa long division, kay atong makita is the, for example, kani 3x squared plus 4x, then plus 8, that would be divided by x minus, plus 2. So in this one, samukan man ta magtanaw sa mga variables. So for synthetic division, what we're going to take is, what we're going to write are only the coefficients. And what are the coefficients? Kani sila, mga number nga naa sa kilid sa imong mga variables. Kana sila. Okay? This. So, the first step is, if for example, you're given this one, the polynomial 3x squared plus 4x plus 8, and to be divided by x plus 2, step 1 is, arrange the coefficients of the polynomial or the dividend in descending powers of x. So, dapat, naka-arrange si ilang exponent. So, 2, then, ay, na, sa'yo pa din akong given. Di ba na 2 diha? That's 3. Okay. Oh, ako papaon ha for a while. Okay. Dapat dili na 2 kung dili 3. Okay. Saka na. And then this one is squared. So the exponents or the given is 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8 and then to be divided by x plus 2. Now, you have to arrange it in descending powers of x. Nasunod ka. So you have cube, and then you have squared, and then the constant. So nagsunod ra, descending powers. Then, you place 0 for the missing term. Because here, we have a missing term. We have the cube, we have the squared, but we don't have the linear term or the one with the x. Wala man. So we place 0 for that. And then, to write this, so it becomes 3. Wala na ang x cubed. Then 4. Wala na ang x squared. And then we put 0. 0 represents the x katong missing. Kasi kung kompleto pa lang na, kung naa pa lang na diha 3, then 2, then there's x cubed, there's x squared, there's x. So katong kuyog sa x, imo ibutang dara. But then wala man. So we place 0 and then 8 for the constant. So again, 0 represents katong si x nga nawagtang. Kung si x cube ang wala, or sorry, kung si x squared ang wala, so 0 po din may butang dara. Okay? So, what we did was the coefficients. And then, the leading coefficient becomes the first entry of the third row. So, we have here, this is our first row. Kani sila, first row. And then, natin i-leave na space din here for our second row. And then, for our third row, kani diri dapita, ara na to isuwat na to ang mga answer. So, our first entry in the third row is kanang 3. You bring down 3. Okay, that's our first entry in the third row. Next, we place, diba, atong divisor is x minus 2. This is our divisor. X plus 2 atong divisor. So, place the value of your r. R refers to our kanang constant in our divisor, kanisiya. Okay? So, you place the value of r in the upper left corner. Ari daw na to siya ipasuwat. Ihadapit. In this example, you have x plus 2. But then, in-place na to niya din hidapita, we take the opposite sign. So, our our divisor is x plus 2. So what we're going to write in this area is the negative 2. Diba? Inaha, opposite jud. So kung negative x minus, so kung x minus 2 ni dinhi, positive imong diha. So kung negative dinhi, positive. Again, kung positive, diri, negative imong ibutang diha. Kung negative diri, positive imong ibutang dira. Okay? So kung positive, negative. Kung negative, positive. Opposite ang isuwat. Okay? So, mana kompleto na na. Now, we proceed. The next step is kanidiling 3 imong i-multiply ana. Okay? So 3 multiply ha, multiply. 3, that's multiplication times. So 3 times negative 2 is equal to 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Ari nimo is what? Negative 6. Okay? Dili na diri. Man na. Gi-bring down naman na to. So, negative 6. And then, what you're going to do is, you add this one. 4 plus negative 6. And what is 4 plus negative 6? So 4 plus negative 6 is negative 2. Okay? Proceed with the same step na put. Multiply na siya nga to. So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Positive 4 plus na sa ta. So 0 plus 4. 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Okay? Next, 4 times negative 2. So 4 times negative 2, that would be equal to negative 8. And then we add 8 plus negative 8. So when you add an opposite sign, you subtract. 8 plus negative 8, that would be equal to 0. So we have 3, negative 2, 4, and then 0. Then unsa man na sila? Human na ta. Maunan niya ang answer. Dali ra kayo, diba? Ang imo na lang is ang pag-label. Papasa din ako. Sunuron nato ang pag-label. So when we label, this one is our R, the remainder. This is the C, or the constant. This one is X, and this is X squared. Sunod na ha. Remainder, constant, X, X squared. So, imura dayon ng sumpayon. Final answer will be, ako ha, answer. Answer is 3 sumpay X squared. Again. 3 ha. 3 kana. And then X squared. Then you have negative 2 kani, negative 2. And sumpay X. Then our constant, kani, this one. This is our constant. Positive 4. Okay, kani. Okay. Positive 4. Dili na ni mo butangan og C. That's just the represent constant. And then, because we have 0 for remainder, dili na ni kinahanglan. Pero kung imong remainder dili na 0 diha, mao gyapon to ha. Quotient plus remainder over divisor. Since wala man, 0 man, so this is our answer for this particular example using synthetic division. Dali ra, diba? Because ang coefficient sa atong gitake, and then sa Long division kay nag-divide ta o nag-subtract. Sa synthetic, nag-multiply ta o nag-add kay gibali man nato ang procedure. Okay? But what if your divisor for this one here is not in the format x minus r or x plus r? Ang imong x gani kay iyang coefficient is more than 1, dili lang di siya equal to 1. So, what if in another example, unsaon na siya? So, what if you have um, the divisor is having, ang iyang x is having another coefficient. For example, you are given, kanit, atong, medyo taas-taas na to ha. You'll have 6x raised to the power of 5 minus x raised to the power of 4 and then minus 32 x cubed, and then minus 20 x squared plus 5, that's plus, so plus 5x plus 8 on ang polynomial, taas divided by 2x minus 3. Okay? Kana 2x minus 3. So, mao ni mong divisor. Sa ganihang nga example, x rato plus 2. Sayon na to. Kani kay imuhang divisor na ay kuyog 2 or na ay coefficient. Depende kung pila na diha dapita. So, sa imong pagsuwat sa upper left, katong dinhi, sa upper left, yung buhaton, kani, negative 3 man na. So, ang imong isuwat padung dinhi is ang iyang opposite, positive 3. So, positive 3. And, tungod kay naaman tay coefficient sa x, kay kung wala pa lang na, 3 ra tong isuwat dire. Kaya naaman, so kana siya, imo nang himuong denominator. So, fraction na ang naa diri. So, 3 over 2. Again ha, balik ko na ako. Kaning negative 3 na positive. Yeah, kaning 2 sa coefficient na sa denominator. So, inaana na ang pagsuwat. Then, the rest is kani, dapat i-make sure nimo nga arrange ang imong exponent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then constant. So, okay na. Arrange na. So, coefficient na lang. So, 6, kani negative 1, kani negative 32, kani negative 20, positive 5, and then 8 for constant. So, that is what? We have 6 for 6, that's 6 for 6x raised to the power of 5, negative 1, then for negative x raised to the power of 4, negative 32 for x, negative 32x cubed, and then negative 20 for our x cubed, x squared, and then 5 for 5x, then you have 8. Then divide. I divide. Okay, we bring down 6. You need a calculator for this one. Okay, this is fraction ha. 6 times 3 over 2. So 6 times 3, 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2. The answer is 9. So 6 times 3 over 2 is, so 6 times 3 over 2, 6 times 3, again, 6 times 3 is 18 divided by 2. The answer is 9. And then you add negative 1 plus 9. The answer is 8. 8 times 3 is 24 divided by 2. The answer is 12. So 8 times 3 over 2 is 12. And then you add negative 32 plus 12 is negative, kay dako man, so negative 32 plus 12 is negative 20. Next, negative 20 times 3 over 2, so negative 20 times 3 is negative 60 divided by 2. The answer is negative 30. Negative 20 plus negative 30, they're both negative and you're adding, so you take both sides as negative, and then 20 plus 30, that's 50. Then you continue, negative 50 times 3, that's negative 150 divided by 2. The answer is negative 75. Then you add 5 plus negative 75. The answer is negative 70. And then negative 70 times 3 over 2. So that's negative 70 times 3. That's equal to negative 210 divided by 2. So negative 70 times 3 over 2. The answer is equal to negative 105. Again, you need calculators for this one if you are having hard time multiplying an integer by a fraction. And then you add 8 plus negative 105. The answer is equal to negative 97. Okay, so this is your answer. But take note that what we did, kay naamagod siya pakapin nga naam siya pakapin kani ato ang divisor nga 2 naamagin siya. So kani atong nasa third row, this is first row, second row, and then third row. So kaning nasa third row, dili pa na nato final answer tungod ani, okay, ato pa ni silang i-simplify. So diba kani is our, kani siya din he is our remainder. So remainder, so sa pag-simplify wala ni apil ang remainder, diba mao na tong constant, mao ni ang x, mao ni siyang x squared, mao ni ang x cubed, mao ni atong x raised to the power 4. Okay, so sa pag-simplify dili ni nato apilon ang remainder. Okay, wala na siya apil. Saon man pag-simplify sa katagamay, kani imo ang coefficient sa imong divisor nga 2, sila tanan na term except sa imuhang remainder, i-divide na to 2. Asa ko nakakuha og 2 sa tong coefficient. So kung pila diha imong coefficient sa imong divisor, mao na imong ibutang dinhi. That is 2, I divide by 2. Wala nato giapil ang remainder. Okay? Kapihon na nato later. So 6 kaniha 6 divided by 2. Pila man? Pila answer? 6 divided by 2, 3. So ato isulat niya is 3. And then copy x raised to the power 4. Next, 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is positive 4. So, ato isulat positive 4. Kapihon ani mong x cubed. So, positive 4 x cubed. Then, negative 20 divided by 2. That's negative, negative 20 divided by Again, negative 20 divided by 2, the answer is negative 10. Negative 10. And then, pariso na nimo ang x squared. Kani, kuyog yun na. Then, you have 50 divided by 2. So, 50 divided by 2, that's positive 25. So, positive 25. And then, ay, 25 man. 25. Then, kuyugo na nimo ang x. Then, you have negative 70 divided by 2 for your constant. Negative 70 divided by 2 is negative 35. Simplify na. And what do you do with the remainder? Of course, katong quotient plus remainder. So, plus quotient plus remainder over divisor. So, our remainder is negative 97 over our divisor. We go back with the original format for our divisor. Kani siya dinhi. Kani. Kana. Kana. So, we go back with that. 2x. So, that would be 2x minus 3. Sir, nganong wala man siya gi-appeal of simplify? Kay, remainder pa man siya. Wala pa man natiwas og divide. Dili naman ta maka-continue og divide. So, anong wala siya gi-appeal. So, therefore, this one right here is your answer. So, medyo lisod-lisod gamay. Basta, ang format sa ato ang divisor is kani siya. Okay? So, that is what you're going to do for synthetic division. Pero, sayo na if katugani previous, sayo na kayo, diba? May problema. Okay? So, that is synthetic division.